cipher, I do want to let you know that it is Planet Remix, and a lot of times we cover adult content. So at this time, if you have anyone who's a minor, I would suggest that you put your headset on or get yourself in a place where you can enjoy your time on Planet Remix. But until then, put the babies out, do what you need to do so we can be responsible while knowing our magic. This show, this information, we dive into a lot of things that are adult content. And so therefore, if you are a minor, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, and I definitely want you to get your parent or your guardian's consent before diving into the remix. Well, enjoy. Enjoy the share. Yeah, and keep knowing your magic. We just gotta be responsible while growing up on planet Earth.
Peace and greetings, Soul Family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on in to Planet Remix Radio. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. Peace and greetings, everyone. How are you all feeling? How are you doing? Wow. Wow. Oh, I could get up and do a little dance. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm so glad that we are having this time for us to get together. I want to say welcome, 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 welcome everyone on in. My goodness. What a time to be alive, growing up on planet Earth. Growing up on planet Earth. Peace and greetings, Soul Family. Let's do this because we're going to be diving in. We got a couple of things to cover, but, and we're going to have a special guest to be joining us coming on. And I have a couple of things I need to definitely share with you all. But I want to go back and I just want to say congratulations. Now, by no stretch of the imagination am I saying that everything is downhill from here. But we have made it through some rough spots. And I know this not only from my own reflection in my life, but from you guys emailing me, texting back and forth, speaking with you. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. My goodness, I'm so grateful that we put the shows down and I did the shows that we did so we could go back and have a reference point to really just keep ourselves in that place of harmony this week and have a understanding about what's going on and what's still going on. Now, the good news is we had some powerful energy coming through the planet. You know, it's almost like being in a storm. You know, I know sometimes like what happens is when there is a tornado somewhere close by, or if the weather is really, really cray-cray, even if it's extremely hot or extremely cold, like when we had those ice storms in Texas and it was just freezing. You know, we were back in the ice ages for a couple of days, almost a week. My alarm will alert me. My security system for my home will alert me and tell me, listen, some severe weather is going on, or it's extremely hot outside, or it's extremely freezing. It will alert me and let me know, Dee, you need to come and read these alerts. You need to pay attention to what is going on. A tornado has been spotted, close to your home or in the area. You're under a watch until 9:30, until 10:30. We don't find that strange. That's not strange. Do we think that's strange? Anybody thinks that's strange that you get those kind of weather alerts? Or if you listen to my guy, because the only meteorologist that I really pay attention to and listen is Ryan Hall. And if y'all don't know who Ryan Hall is, I've been listening to him for a few years. He gives you the skinny on the weather, and you can find him on YouTube and does some amazing work on the planet. You definitely can tell he came back to do this work he does when it comes to the weather and understanding the weather and what's happening, all around the globe and all around the world, and gives you some details, and how you can really digest it, and sort of really walks you through the process so you'll know what to expect throughout the week. Well, that's the same way astrology works, or astronomy, or at least how I work with it. So it's not that anything that you're going to do directly is going to impact, no more than me wanting to run to Target when there's a tornado watch in the area. That's not going to change the weather because I decided to go to Target. It's just letting me know under what conditions I will be up against if I go out. And that's the same way how I look at the cosmic airways, the cosmic weather. It sort of gives us that insight so that we can be prepared for what possibly is out there. It doesn't change you. It doesn't change your values. It doesn't change the essence or the core of who you are. It doesn't do any of that. None of it. Do you all agree with that? Let me know. Let me know how you feel about that. But it sort of kind of gives you that extra edge because you kind of know what's going on. And it also allows you the opportunity, I feel, to show up more as yourself, because that's in essence what's happening. And so a lot of what's been happening is we're seeing sort of this pressure, this internal pressure that's happening all around the world. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling. How are we all feeling? Want to make sure we still have sound. See if we all still have sound. How's everybody feeling? How are we all doing? Do we want to go raid? Do we want to go rogue? Do we want to jump straight into chaos? Do we need to be in the breaker room where you just go take a baseball bat and start crashing TVs and busting bottles to get frustration and anger out? Or have we been channeling this energy into something creative, something beautiful, something divine? Have we been doing some healthy self-reflections? Have we been knowing our magic? Have we been tapping into our magic? Because listen, it is some unearthing that is happening on the planet for a very good reason. We are still in the throes of this Scorpio energy. And Scorpio wants to transform. It wants to transmute. It wants to expose. It wants to bring to the surface those things that are deep, 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 deep down within. And then we just have a whole cosmic storm, a cosmic storm of a current that's trying to bring you back to focusing on you, to bring you back to you, to turn your light inward so you can see those things that are not working, those things that are unhealthy, those things that are not serving you, those relationships that no longer work for you, those places that no longer feel good to you, the unbearable, the unthinkable, and for you to focus on you, to focus on you, to really take that focus to focus on you, and not because you're so fucked up, not because you're full of shit, not because you've lost your way, but so you can see where you've been distracted by everything and everyone, by your past, where you have left yourself in a place of unconsciousness. Because whenever you are unconscious of your power, you do damage, damage to yourself, and you do damage to everything around you. You become self-destructive and you become chaos. You become very dark when you're unconscious of you, not when you're conscious of everything else around you, but when you are unconscious of your power, of your power. I think it's a beautiful time right now on planet Earth. It's a beautiful time. It's a time for you to recognize your superpowers, your superpowers. And that anything that you can hold within the depths of the essence of you through your imagination, through your dreams, your desires, you can become that. But it is going to take sacrifice. And that sacrifice is that you got to focus on you and stop blaming, playing the blame game on everything and everyone. And then there's some instances where you have to stand up, draw some healthy boundaries in things that have occurred and have happened. You have to advocate for yourself. And you know, I had to go back and listen to my own show. Always I do, to remind myself, because earlier in the week, I had to set some very strict boundaries. Boundaries. Boundaries on myself. Boundaries on, nope, I'm not going to let you disrupt my harmony. Because I know where I start and where I end. And so that person at the grocery store, you know, that person that cut you off in the car in front of you, you recognize that even though those things are existing around you, they are outside of you. They are outside of you. And your role is to remain with you, to stay with you. Stay grounded, center in who you are, and know who you are at the essence, at the core. Who are you? Not your title, not what you call yourself, not who you're becoming, but who are you? And how does that action of you translate in the world? And then secondly, where is your proof? Where is your proof? Where is your proof? And how well are you invested in yourself? We're having this conversation right now. This is some interesting energy here. And I know those of you who study astrology and those a part of the astrology class, you can relate to this because we have this beautiful connection between the sun and Mars that's happening. And whenever Mars comes up, Mars wants you to take some action. But this action is a different kind of action. It's to do something different, to sort of elevate, take everything you've learned, you've been studying, you've been practicing, you've been doing, and take it to the next level. Take it to the next level. Tap into your superpowers and know that they exist at your command. At your command. Not at someone else's command, not when someone pisses you off, not when trauma and tragedy happens, but at your command. Can you do it at your command? And can you infuse that into everything that you do, that you're doing and that you do? So this energy here, you can feel a sort of newness in the air. And I know you all can feel it. I know you can feel it. I can tell by looking at your auras, your energy, coming out of the blue room. It is so beautiful and divine. I know you can feel it. So this energy here feels like a new moon energy that's supercharged with you. This is a Kazemi that's happening. That's what we call it in astrology. But it's a lot of unconscious things that are coming up. So I can't wait till we dive in deeper. We get a chance to talk and you share what's going on with you at this particular time. And if you're in a place where you can find some love and some joy in your life and a bit of sunshine and some happiness at this particular time, I want you to celebrate yourself right now, because we do know that there's a lot of people on the planet that's in a lot of pain right now for many, many different reasons. And I send them all love, light, and wellness their way, because it is a lot of energy. We're going through a massive upgrade for those of us who are able to activate the upgrade, as well as those who are willing to embrace and embody this upgrade. Because just because we're getting an upgrade doesn't mean everyone is going to get it. There is another wave of consciousness that's floating through the planet. Someone just said, Ashley said, anyone experiencing the bottom of the feet vibrating. Yes, this is your root chakra, where the soles of your feet are, that is opening itself up so that you can bring in more of this beautiful, powerful energy that is coming from Mother Gaia. If you're in self-invested, then you know we talked about this. But there is a wave of consciousness that is blanketing planet Earth. And it is like being in an electrical storm. And if you are resisting the current that is coming through you, if you are resisting that current, then your ass is going to get shocked. You're going to get electrocuted. You're going to get frozen in time. You're even going to feel like you're going to die. This is the resistance that you are giving to yourself. But once you get into the flow of it, you will feel massive amount of energy racing through your body. And as it races through your body, you get to decide what you're going to do with that energy. Are you going to use it for something to elevate you and help you to evolve? Or are you going to use it for something chaotic and filled with drama? We're entering into another 2-year cycle here again. We're always going into cycles and out of cycles. It's a part of our agreement of being here. But how you stay out of time and out of space is by staying in that space of doing what you love. Because in essence, this is what we're broadcasting. We're telling the universe, we're telling God, we're telling the divine, whatever thought, whatever feeling, whatever emotion, whatever action, whatever behavior, how we express our character, the words we say, the people we are connected to, the things we are entertaining, that this is what I love. Please, please fill my life with this kind of love. Yeah, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. So welcome on in. Yeah, I'm sipping on some tea. Definitely sipping on some tea. I've been sipping on tea all week. It's been a lot of tea. I want to give a big shout out. Thank you, Shaquan. Thank you for the super chat donation coming in. Thank you so much for that. Lance says, I've been tired every day since the 11th of the month, even though I got some rest. Yes, because we're getting massive upgrades. When we are getting these DNA upgrades, these crystalline upgrades that are coming in, what happens is our physical body has to integrate these upgrades. And energetically, this is why we have to make sure we stay grounded, make sure we keep our minds clear, and keep our hearts pure. These massive, massive upgrades, massive upgrades. So you're going to want to, for some people want to take more naps as well. Other people are going to want to eat different foods. And even if you do it, you're still, yes, Sammy, you're still going to be exhausted. Trust me, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I've had surges and surges of energy, but I know I need to get some rest. I have been working on a lot of creative things, working on things that need to get done. But I know even when I get sleep, I still kind of wake up feeling like I can go back to sleep and I can sleep another 3-6 hours and still be good. So this is a part of it as well, too. And this is when we have to really just listen. See, remember, this is new moon energy, and I want you to think about this. The new moon is in darkness. This is when you plant your seeds. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, many of you got a lot of things that you have that you're working on, and you're getting ready to put these things out in the world. And you're running your mouth and you're sharing these things. This is really the time to kind of, you need to keep a secret. This secret to yourself. You need to keep this in. We are still in this Scorpio energy. Scorpio is about secrets. I'm not talking about unhealthy secrets. I'm not talking about giving away your power, but I'm talking about you need to just, before you overspeak and before you overstep, hold it And the reason I give this message to you as Spirit gives it to me, because there's so many things that Spirit wants to give to you. And until that thing has had a chance, just like a seed going in the ground, and it needs to germinate, and then it needs to start to grow. And, really, you shouldn't get excited until you see that little green sprout come up out of the ground. You need to continue to just work with this energy and not be so in a rush to just throw things out there for the sake of saying that you're doing something and you have something going on. But this is the time to just kind of, sit back a little bit and really hold on to it. Um, Queenie asked the question, why did YouTube just do a commercial during the live and not tonight, YouTube not doing that? Well, part of that is my fault, because as I was logging on, YouTube was asking me a whole bunch of questions. And in my quest of making sure I stay in the flow of the alignment, I just was clicking yes, yes. Go ahead, YouTube, whatever you need to do. Yes, yes. Is you going to make sure everybody get the notification? Yes, yes. So I apologize. Then after I realized, I started saying, no, oh no, that's not what I want. No, that's not what I want. But that was me. That was me. And I just read through it really quick. And then I realized that's what they're doing now. But it's okay. It's okay. Because all of that really helps to support the work. It supports Planet Remix and the work that we do here. So I apologize if that's causing any kind of delay. I will make sure in the future that we do it another way. Okay. I'll make sure. Because I do truly do this work because I love it. But also we know love and power got to go together, baby. And this really helps support Planet Remix and the platform. So I apologize, but I really thought it was going to be afterwards. I didn't think that it was going to be during the live, because usually they ask about those questions afterwards. And so, yeah, so I'll make sure. See, no, I pay. Oh, you pay for YouTube Red? Oh, listen at your kinetic killer. I see you over there for the YouTube Red. Yeah, YouTube Red, you get no commercials. Absolutely none. But I want to welcome everyone on in. I have been going on, had a lot to say. I'm so glad that we are all here together. And I also want to give a shout out. Let me get the sister's name. Let me get her name, because if I don't get her name right, she gonna be like Ms.Blue. Let me see. Oof. Taquina. I want to say thank you to Taquina, who actually, if you look at the activation art, she did a real quick sort of cartoon picture of me through an app and sent it to me tonight. I thought it was so cute. So I used it as part of the activation magic tonight. So I want to say thank you. I know I didn't say your name right, but if you're listening, because I'm not sure what part of the world she's in. If you're listening, I would love for you to come on and yeah, so I can thank you. That was fun. I am having a lot of fun utilizing social media. Mm, mm-hmm. I am having a lot of fun really getting on social media, because as you guys know, I've been doing this work for more than 20 years and have been very reserved. But as I am encouraging you all, know that I'm also encouraging myself to step out more, to do things different, and really connect with you all so much. You guys are my friends. You're my family. I love you all. It's real to me, and our connection for me is real. And so I love this work that I do. I love this work that we do together. And so that's where I am. So you'll see me sort of kind of stepping out and making a few more videos, playing around with different things, seeing what makes me feel comfortable doing. And I'm really having fun learning, the different ways of just being comfortable, putting myself out there, on social media in that way. So, you know, it's one of those things. So know that it's all fun for me. So I'm trying out all new things. Anytime somebody shows me something, oh, you could be a cartoon, or, oh, look at this. Look at these filters. Oh, do this. Oh, you can turn I'm trying it all. I'm trying it all because it's fun. I enjoy being creative. I enjoy learning things. I enjoy doing different things. And this is a way that I can be totally distracted from me and just have fun putting myself out there. It's not serious for me. It's fun for me. And I enjoy connecting with you guys. So I'm working on getting a little more comfortable with what do you call it, with being on camera, not talking. So eventually we gonna get to some other places, but this is where we at right now. So I thank you all for all of the love and support and encouragement. We definitely got one of the best soul families in the Milky Way galaxy, hands down. So I love you all and I thank you. So she did that really quick and I was like, whoa, it's low key kind of scary. I'm like, shoot, what else you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? You gonna, you can snatch me and do some other things if you could do that so quick. But we have this beautiful technology in which I love technology because without technology, many of us would never have had the opportunity to meet each other or be able to meet each other. We wouldn't even be able to meet each other. We wouldn't even be able to know each other, to this degree, to this level and to this degree. And so I want to share more. That's all. I'll just put it right there. But that's that. Let's do this. We're going to get ready because we do have a guest that's going to be coming on. We're going to be talking, but I also want to get some shots out, matter of fact, to the Blue Room and anyone who's here. If you've never experienced Planet Remix Blue Room, listen, you might want to run. Don't walk, run, and come on down and come over to the Blue Room. Because, oh my goodness, the Blue Room is like a whole nother show on its own. It's kind of like going to the concert and being in the VIP section, or, going to see Beyonce and being in the VIP section, being down in the Beehive, up front, downstage where, you got room to stand, you got room to stretch and walk around and laugh, and you can see the person in front of you, behind you, and you close to the stage, that kind of vibe, we give right here. And it's so much love. I want to give a big shout out and thank you because without our moderators in the building, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to Brother Lance, Planet Remix moderator, and also Lola Falana. Want to give a big shout out and congratulations to Lola Falana, and then also to Mr. Dante. And those are the 3 moderators for Planet Remix. So if you have any questions, anything you want to know, If something's going on you don't understand, you could definitely turn to the moderators. But guess what? The soul family, the stars are in the building. The magic makers are in the building, and they are there to assist you and help you as well. They are some of the most incredible, creative, magical, intelligent, powerful, loving beings on planet Earth. So I want to give them a big shout out. And also, speaking of big shout out, oh my goodness, we got to give a big shout out to Andre 3000. Listen, you've got to go support this brother's album. If you don't know who Andre 3000 is, he is still a part, in my mind and heart, always will be, of the group Outkast. And Outkast came and really did something, I feel, as far as the culture, as far as rap, as far as music, as far as infusing consciousness into rap and their style and their flow, that was just like none other. And what I love is I was watching an interview, and if I'm not mistaken, the interview was done by GQ, and you got to check out this interview with Andre 3000 and GQ magazine. Matter of fact, shout out to GQ. You did an amazing job. I can't wait till you interview me, GQ. But anywho, that aside, Andre 3000, that interview was so powerful. And you know, I was just sitting there thinking prior to seeing that, because I know that he was going to be coming out with a new album. I know they hadn't done anything in quite a long time. But what I found to be so interesting is he had an opportunity. And if I could explain it to him, not that he needs me to, but he's a prime example of someone who reincarnated on Earth. He reincarnated. He went through a rebirth and reincarnated on Earth. He literally did. And so when the interviewer, which he did an amazing job, I love the questions, I love the setting, I love just the vibe and how they kept it so authentic to Andre. And he was asking him, you know, does he think he would ever make another rap album? And he said a whole lot of things. I don't want to give a spoiler alert because it really is something to watch and to see. And we're going to talk about something else in a minute. But he said, you know, if I could, I would. He said, but I'm just not there right now. And he said, his new love, his new passion, and his new vibe is just as powerful as it, to me, as when he was rapping and being a creative artist, because let's just call it what it is. He still came back as another creative. He just have chosen a different path to his enlightenment. And I personally think the first path led him to the second path. And he's still on that same path, you know, as we all are. But he had the opportunity, and as he was playing the flute, oh my goodness. And when he was walking on the roof, I'm going to leave it there until you all watch the interview, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that flute because that's been a subject of some things here on Planet Remix before. But it was powerful. If you get a chance to see it, download, support the album, support the work. We have to be, support those things that we want to see more in the world. Speaking of which, I want to take a step back. And I want to give a big, 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 big shout out to Nicki Minaj. I want to give a big shout out to Nicki Minaj. Even though we know Friday is Planet Remix Day, we're going to share Friday with Pink Friday for Nicki Minaj. Of course, you know, she has another album that's getting ready to come out. It's going to be coming out in December. But she did an interview with Vogue magazine. Not only did she do an interview with Vogue magazine, she made the cover of December's Vogue magazine. And it has broke world records. History of Vogue magazine covers has sold out, I think, in something crazy like 3-4 minutes. And the interview, I personally feel amazing, top tier. Nicki did an amazing job on that interview. And here she is, someone else who started out as a rapper, New York girl like myself. And she has really elevated herself, and she has stayed consistent in her growth and the evolution of who she is and what she has brought to the artistry of music, and also the artistry of people from the diaspora and women all over the planet, and artists, men and women on the planet. She really changed the game in so many ways. I love Nicki Minaj. She is a genius in her own right, highly intuitive by nature. She really is clairaudience, and I know she hears things. I know she definitely I know she's clairaudience. Definitely. Clairsentience too. She can sense, but I think the audience is more up for her. And she did a beautiful interview with Vogue magazine. And she was at her house, or at least one of her houses, and she was sharing, you know, about her upcoming album. If you've ever seen Vogue magazine, they do this thing where they ask you so many questions. And really, it's almost like imagine yourself being on X or Twitter. You only have so many characters that they want to give to you. Yes, I believe she is a Sagittarius. You only get so many questions. So it's not like they don't want you to go into this deep, profound, sort of sit down answer. They really want you to give sort of these one word answers. And that sort of kind of, you know, it kind of sends a spark into the viewer's mind. So you can you become curious to move beyond that. It's for you. So, you know, I seen some people saying, and they just didn't really get it. I'm like, you don't follow Vogue, because if you follow Vogue, you know that this is the way those interviews go. You don't really get a chance to just ... You have to kind of almost answer like an oracle. You're kind of giving bits and pieces. And she really did answer like an oracle, a beautiful oracle. And so Nicki answered, you know, and she's just amazing at connecting with her fans. Sometimes people give her a lot of flack, but Nicki is right there with her fans, like front and center. She's, you know, she's respond to me. She responds to, she's right there with her people. She's right there with the people who love and support her. And you can truly see the genuineness in her. Like it's real. And I know we all know the difference when someone is just sort of gaslighting you, and someone really have a deep connection and appreciation. That's not my word, but you get it. A love for being connected, you know? Mm-hmm. So she did the interview. Amazing. And then she did something, and this is why I say she's clairaudience. Because she said, anyone who go get that magazine, anywhere in the world that I see you, I will sign it for you. Do you know this is shit they don't teach at Harvard? Do you know the the dopest business schools in the world don't have these kind of skills because these are not things that are calculated. These are not things that can be manipulated. These are things that come straight from the essence of the person who's speaking it. That was real. That was real. She told him, if you got that magazine and baby, oh yeah, me and baby Blue, we got ours. So Nikki, when I see you on site, baby, I need you to sign. I need you to sign my magazine. So yeah, see, her vinyls have sold out. Vinyls. Who's selling out of vinyls? I downloaded her song. I support artists. I support those artists that I really feel a connection to their music. Yes, I can stream them on Apple. I can stream them on Spotify. I can stream them on YouTube. But I give that $2, $3. Oh, I'm going to download your music. I'm going to support you in that way. And there's many ways that we can support, but that was big. That was big. That was so big. And so I want to give her a big shout out. Okay, I got one more. Beyonce. We got to give it up for the B. We got to give it up for the Queen Bee because, of course, her movie is coming out. Well, I call it a movie. And so for those of us who had the opportunity to see her in concert on the Renaissance tour, even if you've seen the Renaissance tour, you didn't, you can check your local theater and you can get you a private ticket and you can go and you can view Beyonce's movie. Why is this so important? It's important for some of the same principles that we all know. And this is everyone on the planet. This doesn't have any precedence. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what kind of work you do in the world. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't. Oh, they trying to give me an ad. I got to skip it. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't matter what you identify yourself as. If you want to see more of a particular thing in the world, then you got to put it out, number one, and you have to get support for it. For those of us who that's what we want to see. We want to see more documentation in the world. Think about how many movies we had to watch of people reenacting some groups that we might have grown up hearing about or our parents listened to, or, you know, when we were growing up, that a lot of their stuff was not archived. A lot of their stuff was not, it wasn't purposely being archived. I want to give a shout out to Beyonce because this was ingenious to do this, to have this. This is the Akashic Records of planet Earth, which we all came back to contribute. Yes, we know in the divine Akashic Records, everything is being recorded. But when you can intentionally put some things down and have that legacy there, it's powerful. And this kind of takes me back to Kanye West. Because Kanye West, when you watch his documentary, you will see the brother in there that agreed. He believed in Kanye so much. This man quit his job. Kanye didn't have a contract. Nobody knew who he was. He quit his job to film every waking moment of Kanye's life from when he first started. And as a beautiful divine blessing, we got to see Kanye's mother. We got to see his mother love on him. We got to see his mother speak to him. We got to see his mother talk to him all of these things were so powerful to document. Someone said they're confused. I'm not sure what they're confused of. If you gotta add, if you gotta add, just hit skip. Yeah. So document. That's why keeping journals and things are so important. Document it. We have these devices, take pictures. You know, this is a reminder I give my children and people that I love. If they tell me they're going somewhere, take pictures, take pictures. And I'm not saying take pictures for the gram, because we don't know if the gram is going to be here 10 years from now. We don't know if YouTube is still going to be here 30 years from now. We don't know if Facebook, these platforms, and what's the other one? We TikTok, and we don't know if these things are here. I'm not telling you to document it. I'm not telling you to document it for the gram, for social media. I'm telling you to document it for you to have these documentations, for you to have these memories to pass down. And they're good for you to be able to have that reflection, especially when you're doing things in your life and you're having fun, or even when you're not having fun, so that you can know the difference, so you can see. Sometimes it's hard for us to see where we were, to see where we're at, to see where we were headed. And if anything didn't change, if nothing changed. So I want you to think about that, to think about these things, so that you can use these examples as examples for yourself and in your own life, because that's how powerful they are. That's how powerful they are. Let me quit running my mouth. Let me quit running my mouth. What are y'all thinking? Y'all sending me all kinds of stuff. Let me see. Christine, why are you telling me? Okay, never mind. I got it. I was about to say, why are you telling me you don't hit you up? You on the road. You on the road. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, let's see. Okay, 91. Okay, so here's a couple of things. We're going to get ready to bring our guest on. And I want to give a big shout out to Self-Invested. I want to ring the bell for Self-Invested. Ring the bell for Self-Invested and everyone who's self-invested. We're having an amazing time in our chakra mastery class. And they are definitely putting in the work and doing the work, and sending them so much love. To everyone who's in the Self-Invested class and a part of Self-Invested University. And yeah, don't forget, we're going to be getting it in. And then I want to give a big shout out to all of the divine priestess in the building tonight. Shouts out to all the divine priestess in the building. Welcome on in. So glad to have you here, and sending you all so much love. And also, shouts out to all of our new listeners. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. that's going to send a message to YouTube to put us on that front page. Because I heard a word in the cosmic streets is we making the front pages these days over here on Planet Remix. So let's get those likes up so our soul family can find us and know how to connect with us here on Planet Remix, and we can do that. We're going to listen to a little bit of Baby Blue. We're going to get ready to bring on our very special guest who's going to be coming on to share some things with us this evening. And yeah, we're going to continue right here. Awaken your powers. You better know your magic. Oh, yeah.
La 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 la, the remix. Hey, this is Baby Blue. And remember, if nothing else moves you, life will.
So true. Say it with me. If nothing else moves you, if nothing else moves you, life will. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If nothing else moves you, life will move you. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. You will be moved if nothing don't move you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to keep growing up on planet Earth and be responsible at the same time. I am looking for, where's she at? I am looking for, let's see. How we all feeling? We got 100 and like, what? 148, 150 people in the blue room, and we only got 100 likes? What's really going on? Mm-hmm. Let me see. All right, let me see. All right. Welcome on in. And also, shouts out to all of our international listeners out there listening from all over the world. So good to have you join us, all of our international listeners. And I'm giving out the call-in number 515-605-9794 is the number to call. Press 1 once you get on the phone lines. And that way I know that you're on the phone lines and you're calling in. So we're gonna bring on our special guest, and then after we bring on our guest, we are going to take some calls. Yeah, we're gonna take some calls. So how's everybody feeling? How we all doing? How we feeling? All that good stuff. All right. So now we're going to get ready to welcome the goddess Rainwater. She's going to be coming back on. Peace and greetings, Rain.
Greetings, Ms. Blue.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm feeling wonderful, and I'm just so happy and so grateful to be back on your platform. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
And,
Of course. I kept telling. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. There was a feedback. That's why.
Is it?
But I'm listening.
Aw. Can you all hear Rain?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear Rain clear? Is Rain coming in clear? Let me make sure. I don't know why. It's a lot of power, Rain. When we get on this line.
Yeah. Yep. be,
We get on
yeah,
this
it's been like,
line. It's just, uh, they said they can hear you clear. So we're going to go with that.
okay,
We're
wonderful,
going to go with that. Mm-hmm.
wonderful. Okay, so yes, it's been quite interesting over the past couple of weeks. November has been wild.
Oh,
I've just been
yes.
like going through the portals and
Mm.
a lot of energy, surrounding me. It could be a bit disruptive at times, but I'm learning how to navigate well. Yeah,
Yes.
so
Good, good.
I basically wanted to come on, just to like express extreme, extreme, extreme gratitude from the bottom of my heart chakra to you
Oh,
and your priestesses and the remix crew, the Blue Room Planet Remix. It's been really, really, really filled with abundance and I just love the connectivity, and I wanted to express extreme gratitude to all of you who have been so supportive and inspiring me to like just like come out and share my medicine, share my gifts with you all. And I have to say that the Zoom gathering, the workshop on Sunday, it was fire. I mean, your priestesses that are so talented and so
yes.
magical. The
Yes.
brooms that they created
Oh,
were
wow.
were were beautiful and powerful, and I'm looking forward to like doing more things with them.
Yes.
Making
Yes.
more magic. And it was a little disruptive at first. With I'm pretty much new to Zoom, so I don't know how to work it that well, but I'm learning. So
Listen,
I want to
listen.
apologize
There,
to the people that showed up and
yeah.
couldn't get into the room. But
Well, it's okay because they're used to me. So their patience level, because I'm still
yeah,
a little wonky over there too. So yes, and I didn't get a chance to attend live, but I cannot wait to dive back in and get that. So I am so glad everyone gave nothing but high praises of you and just how much fun they had, and it was just amazing. So I thank you so much too, Rain. Yeah, yeah.
I thank you. You are my reflection,
Mm.
and I see you. I see you there, and I see all of you too. And I wanted to basically also share some things with you today.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the up and coming gatherings.
Yes.
A lot of you are very interested in coming back into the portal, and I will be offering another workshop on the 26th of um of November, which is like I believe next
Mm-hmm.
next Sunday
Yes.
at 1 o'clock, and we will be creating grimoires, like lunar grimoires. We're
Yes.
gonna be crafting magical books, like magical spell books.
Yes.
Books of shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Spell work. You can design your own book. You'll be designing your own book, and to put everything that you're learning, and just like to record all your demons and your spells and your blessings and your blissfulness,
Yes.
everything you can put in that book.
And
And
let me add this in there for those who may not know. You've got to go and follow Rain on Instagram because her videos are going to show you. You know how you see these I don't think I've ever showed my book, but you see these very creative books that look like they're ancient and they're filled with so much energy. And a lot of times they put them in movies, and they put them in some of the children's stories and anything dealing with witches, and in Disney. And when you turn the page, you see all kinds of things. You can see herbs in there, and drawings in there, sigils in there, pictures in there, and then you see the writing on top of it. And someone will have like a little note that's in there, but everything is just so merged together. Well, this is what Rain is going to be walking you through step by step and showing you how you can take a book, a bounded book, and you can transform your ancient being in that book. And you can make it anything that you want. And when you're done, the pages are going to be so fluffy and filled. That book
Yes.
is going to look, because every time I would see Rain and she would have her book and the colors in it and just the way she put them together, I was like, oh my gosh, she must have had this forever. But these books hold magic in it. It holds your magic in it. And she's going to
Yes,
show you how
ma'am.
to do it. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of magic makers out on the planet, but many of them do not take you in and teach you the skills and tools that we share and teach you guys. This is one you don't want to miss. I'm not missing this one. I'm going to go back in and get some more lessons on how to get these books like this. I promise you. These books, hands down, they hold magic. Literally.
Yes,
Yeah.
they yes
Yeah.
they do. And I want to say that this is about book repurposing and upcycling. So if you have an old book, you don't need to go out and spend money on a lot of supplies. If you have a old book, I can show you how to repurpose it into something new and making it your own. And you can use things around the house, to decorate and build your book. There's no need to go out and spend a lot of money on supplies. The only thing that you may have to like buy and invest in are pigments. You
Well,
can get you some
do this.
acrylic paint.
Do this,
Yeah.
Rain. Put together a list for them. And if you put it together and send it to me, I'll make you a PDF that you can give them. And when people purchase, they can download the
Yeah.
things that you want them to recommend them to have prior to, because
Mhm.
there's going to be some things that Rain is going to show you to put in your book that most people, even if they make these books, they don't think about. And we don't want to give all the good goods away right here. But for those of
Yeah.
you who are
Yeah.
really interested in, Rain is going to put together a list ahead of time so that when you download to secure your seat in the class, and here's the good thing, she's videotaping it. So if you have to work, or, it's coming up on Indigenous people's holiday and you got other things you have to do, it's fine. You'll be able to go back and go through the video, and you'll be able to see how to do it step by step. But she's going to put this
Mhm.
together so you can have that. So even if at the time you don't have all the supplies, you can go back later and remind yourself of different things to put in the book, different things that you can. That's going to make it unique and authentically. It's going to be your energy. It's going to be from you going into that book. Because once you put it in that book, here's the magic. It has to come
Mhm.
from you, or else it's just not going to work. But here's the thing,
Yeah.
because of how you're crafting it, things are going to come out from you that it may be a ritual you've never done, but instantly you get that download because you're making it. See, spirit moves when you move. When you take action, it meets you where you are. And so you're going to literally be elevating yourself and tapping in to your creative powers um, as you start to work on this book. Because as you get into this creative space, it's going to open up different energies inside of you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, thank you so much for really like helping me express that because I would like throw out the baby with the bathwater. How that saying goes. So yes, I will do that. I will send you the list, and it's I'm a frugal person. I believe in recycling things because our ancestors, we didn't have art stores and botanicas and all these things. We didn't have these things. They didn't have these things available to them. So it's all about going back to nature and using the resources that are available to you.
Mm-hmm.
To be eco-friendly. Yes, that's the
Yes.
term, eco-friendly.
Yes.
Yeah,
So some of the
yeah.
things that you possibly would not be thinking of, Rain is going to show you how to utilize those things so that you can have it. And don't worry, I'm getting ready and maybe one of our moderators can put your link in the blue room so people can start um
To, to go over there, yes.
yes.
Well, I have like 20 23 spots available, and two
Oh,
of them have been filled. Are
wait a
and
minute. Wait a minute, because I got to get
yeah.
mine. What you mean?
Yeah, I just posted it up today, and
And
I have
already.
two
Mm-hmm.
over there already. So you want to rush over and just like se- secure your space. And don't worry, Miss Blue,
Okay.
you are already there.
Okay. Okay. I got to
You
make
have
sure. I just
yep,
put the
yeah,
link in the blue room because you guys know how Planet Remix do. You guys will snatch it up. It's going to be gone in a moment. In a
yes, yes,
moment.
yeah,
In a moment. Okay?
yeah.
So, mhm. I love
And
it.
also, how the shop as well. I am in the midst of packing up all the
Okay.
goodies that you guys have grabbed so far.
Woohoo.
So it's coming soon. I'm trying to be a bit more what's the word I'm looking for?
Diligent.
Yeah, diligent with it, and try to get these things out to you before the holidays, before Thursday.
Mhm.
So you'll have it in time for the full moon in Gemini.
Oh,
And this work that
yes.
we're doing is going to be under the full moon of Gemini. So
Mhm.
we're going to be ritualizing everything, under these frequencies, under the moon frequency.
Ooh, that is
Okay.
going to be
Um,
so
know that the
nice.
energy is going to be around for a while. So even though you're not able to like make the class, the energy is still going to be there,
Yes.
especially in the record, because energy never dies. It just
Never.
transforms, moves on, and you're going to be on that wave. Okay, so and also this is going to be like an ongoing thing, like this
Yes.
workshop, this book grimoire bookmaking thing
Yes.
is going to be ongoing. This is just like the initial part of it, the part one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be designing the cover of the book.
Ooh, I
Okay, so
love it.
and then I would have another workshop to show you how to fill the book, and how to make your own pages.
Yes.
Again, using upcycle things. So we're gonna figure it out
Oh, yes.
and go along. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So
So, I
and I'm
love.
pretty sure there's something else I wanted to share, but you know, it escapes me at the moment. So
Well,
you should follow me and just stay tuned to my stories because I
yes.
post a lot of things there,
Yeah,
so you can
definitely. You
follow
want
along.
to you want to follow. Tell them
Yeah.
which page you want them to follow, Rain.
Okay, so my IG page, the one that I'm very active on, and it's private. It's eats Papalote underscore forever, and it's spelled ITZPAPALOUTL. That's Papalote underscore forever. Or if you Google like her raindrops, I should pop up.
Yeah, it
And I
will. It will.
also have a
I just
business
put it
page.
in. I put it in the blue room too, so they can have it.
Okay, okay. And the shop name is www.shopkaraindropsarts.com.
I put that
So
in there.
you can find the link to the Zoom workshop there as well.
All right.
Yeah. So
And then we're going to
yeah,
get together. Me and Rain are going to see, we're going to get together so we can do a show. And just so you
yeah,
guys who are kind of new listeners, the old schools, y'all know who Rain is, but new listeners, you can get familiar with Rain and see the wide range of work that she does. And we can just have a sit down, and just really talk about some things, and we'll have a topic and really just come on and dive in and let Rain express to you, especially about her travels and her stories and things that
yes, ma'am.
that she has been working on and the things she's done, because they are mind blowing. And you'll learn so much, and you'll understand why whenever we talk about Rain, why we get so excited. Because she's so amazing. She's so amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I really appreciate you all,
Mm,
and thank you for your generosity
you're
and
welcome.
your energy and all that is good. Energy knows energy, and there's a reason why we are all, gathering, under this portal of the internet.
Yes.
Honestly, Miss Blue and I have never met physically,
Yes, but we have met.
but yes, we have met in the astral, and
That's
we have
right.
done a lot of
A lot of work
together.
together.
Yeah,
A lot
and
of work.
but it's all good.
Mhm.
I really appreciate you, and you are my cosmic sister,
Yes, you're my
mother,
sister.
teacher, student,
Oh,
everything.
oh, thank
Yeah,
you. I love you so much too,
so
Rain. We,
I, yeah,
listen, it
I
is,
love you too.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. Well, I am excited. Thank you so much, Rain, for taking time out. I know you got a lot of work to do as well, too, but coming on and sharing this with us. And you guys, definitely, you're going to want to be in this class. And the class is titled, Rain, on the site. What do you have the class titled as so people can find it?
It's called Grimoires. Lunar Grimoires.
Okay.
And it's I think it's a piece of artwork of
Yes.
myself. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have this brother, he's an artist. He's also a vagabond. He's off someplace
Mm.
traveling
Yeah.
and selling his art. He's working on a tarot card deck. So he featured me as the high priestess.
I
you know,
seen that.
he's
So
like little
beautiful.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what that art piece is about, and yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy to to have such connections, with people, and I'm also happy to be a part of the Remix Blue Room Planet Remix crew.
Yeah.
This this
Yeah.
is a long time coming,
It
for us
is
to
because our blue room used to be on blog. You remember that, Rain? We used to be in that little
yes,
room.
yes, much fun.
used to be in that
So
little
much fun
room.
there. Yes, yes. So
Oh,
now it's on YouTube. Are you still on Blog Talk
yes, I am.
Radio?
Yep, I'm
Is
still there.
that still
Hmm.
going on? Oh, okay.
It's still there,
Yeah, I
but
need to like
hmm
go back over, just to get a break from YouTube.
hmm
YouTube is it can be quite crazy sometimes. With the algorithms and such.
Yeah,
But
I try not to worry about all of that, but it's beautiful because now we have so many different places. I'm broadcasting on Blog Talk, I'm broadcasting on YouTube. I'm doing them both at the same time. It goes to iTunes, it
mhm,
goes to iHeart Radio, it goes to Amazon Music, it goes to Audibles, it's all over. So that's the beauty. We
yeah,
have so many different platforms now that you can do so many things on. And if one doesn't work for you, you can move to the next one and, just move to the next one and just have fun. And I know you do that too. So just have
yes,
fun.
yes.
Yeah. Just have fun.
You know, I
Yeah.
I would also like uh to learn how to put like music on my on the
Oh,
Zoom. I was
yes.
trying to
I'm
do
going
that
to show you how
today,
to
and
do it
so,
because actually, in my Zoom class, Geo showed me how to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it. That'll be
okay, thank
a good test for me to make sure I took good notes when Geo showed me how to do it, if I know how to do it. So yeah,
you. Yes,
I'll make
yes, and
sure.
I want to say thank you to everyone that supported me right now. My phone is just like
Blowing up.
pinging, 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 and yes, I really appreciate it. You guys are putting me to work, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I love what I do.
Yes. That's
Okay,
the
and
beauty.
I'm experiencing like a surge of creativity, and I can't wait to get all this stuff out.
Good,
Right now,
good.
I'm working on patchwork, so I could get that
Ooh.
out as
Yes.
well. Yeah, so I want to get these things out to you before, especially before the winter solstice.
Oh,
Because
yes.
that
That's
is
right.
actually the new year.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
the end of the
Yeah.
year. Yeah. So
All right,
yes,
Ray.
and
Well, we
and
love
thank you
you.
again.
I love you. We will be in touch. Get me that list and I will put it together in a beautiful little magical digital magic, as I call it.
Yes,
And so you can put it up on the site. So when people purchase and when you get ready to send them the details, you can send them that and they can have their list too.
yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
sister.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Well, I love you,
So
Rain, and we will talk
I
soon. You
love you
can
too.
hang out if you want to, but I know you got a lot of stuff to get ready to do, so we'll talk soon. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Okay, and I'll listen in the bushes. I'll
Okay.
try to stay up because I don't know what's going on with my body.
Okay. Well,
Like,
look, it's a lot of cosmic energy. So we were just talking about that earlier. So no worries if you fall asleep. I know we'll get a chance to catch up soon. Peace and
yeah.
love. Aw.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Peace out.
Oh, how beautiful. I'm telling you guys, you're going to want to get in on Rain's magic. She makes such magical things. And even when you purchase things from her and she packages it, it's so beautiful. I still have the tag on my dream catcher. That's how beautiful it was. I still have it. By the way, let's talk about this because we got a little theme going on. And earlier we were talking about Nicki Minaj. We were talking also about Beyonce. Of course, Goddess Rainwater is coming on. We're just talking about all of this energy. But during ancient times, I want to talk about this because this is the 17th. I know for some of you in other parts of the world, we may be in the 16th or even the 18th. But on the 17th, this has some beautiful energy here. And it's the day of In ancient time, they would call it the Feast of Saint Helda. And this was a patron saint. And she is the patron of professional women or professional goddesses. And so I want to tell you about that because this is the day that they honor professional women. So what's a professional woman? A professional woman is a woman who takes her craft, her work, something she loves. And was professional used to be a title that was given to someone who was what we would call right now very spiritual. And somehow, as we sort of moved about in the world, we sort of lost a lot of that translation of what it means to be professional. So a professional woman, and I'm going to tell you about some of the goddesses that are associated with this energy of the professional woman. But the professional woman is anyone, or a professional, I should say, is anyone who loves what they're doing. It doesn't have anything to do with what you're being paid or compensated for. It's anyone who is doing what they love. If you love what you're doing, that is a professional, hence a spiritual person. You are spiritual when you are doing what you love. It's spirit work. So you could be a mother, you could be a father, even what do they call them? Stay-at-home dad. It doesn't matter what the title is. If you love what you're doing, that's spiritual work, which makes you a professional. So sometimes we get caught up and we think, and I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, because some of you, it may be time to just kind of pack it up, call it quits, close the suitcase, move it on. Leave that job, leave that 9 to 5 and find something a little bit more meaningful in your life. But for others of you, you really love what you're doing, but you've had this sort of awakening that's happened inside of you. And all of a sudden you think you got to shave your head. You got to get rid of your clothes. You got to start wrapping your hair up or twisting it down, or, you got to dress a little different. And that really has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. And so you're torn between what you love and what you really know you're becoming. And you feel like these worlds are sort of clashing into each other, almost like Clash of the Titans. But it's not a clash of the Titans. This is a mental thing that you must work through. And then a lot of times, because we live in a world, and how beautiful is it now that, many people come to Planet Remix, and the first thing that I remind them is that we are not a religious organization. We're not a religious organization. Do we stand on one of the pillars of spirituality? Absolutely, we do. And we sort of take from all of the systems, because all of it is helpful knowledge while growing up on planet Earth, but we are not a religion. We don't practice. There is non-denominational here. You can keep your religion and be a part of Planet Remix. Thank you for that, Lance. Lance said, we just be vibing. Absolutely. You don't have to give up anything to be a part of Planet Remix. You don't have to take, everyone is welcome here. No judgment. No judgment. The only thing that is not, I'm not even going to say it's not welcome here, The only thing that will make it very difficult is if you are in total chaos. You're not going to be able, it's too much love around here. Let's face it. The frequency is just too high. It's going to make you uncomfortable to sit in it. It is. But I wanted to stress that point because I really feel that that could help someone out. I know early in my path and my journey, I thought to myself, what does this mean now? What does this mean? What does it mean? You know, I have this work that I'm doing, this job I love. And now I'm discovering these things about myself. Does it mean I have to walk away from it all? Leave it all to totally be me? Is this somehow taking away from me because I'm around, I'm connected to, I have to work side by side with people who don't necessarily agree with my way of being? And quite frankly, that's a kindergarten way of handling spirituality. Because when you really get to the point when you know what you know, and you're still growing in that, at least I am, you will have no opposition with someone having a different point of view than you or choosing to do something different. It didn't work for me, but maybe it'll work for you. Do you understand? And, you know, one of my teachers told me this very early on in my journey. And that was, don't throw anything out. Don't throw anything out. But we were taught that in order to move on to the next thing, we have to destroy where we're at to move to the next point. Hence the reason why planet Earth have more unhealthy relationships than ever. And we feel in order to get out of the relationship, we can't come together like two adults, and I can't be trying to force all my blame on you or you force all your blame on me. We have to hate each other so we can move on from the relationship or the friendship. You have to become the enemy in order for me to maturely move on and grow. Same thing with the job. I want a new job. I'm working where I'm working. And in order for me to leave, I have to hate where I'm at, destroy it, find everything about it that's not good, either to get the courage to move on or get fired. That's a way. I think it's a self-sabotaging way, a traumatizing way, and it's not the only way. So we have to awaken to our powers. If we're going to say that we are created in the image of God, however you want to say it, we are the gods and goddesses. We create our own reality, because I really don't like to use the word manifest. I told y'all that years and years ago, but we create our own reality and we got all these superpowers and we can do all these things. Then can't we do it with love? Can't we do it with less collateral damage? Can't we do it without always being a victim? And the beauty is we are living in a time where the information that was once hidden, that was once reserved for only the elite, or you had to be born into a particular caste system, or you had to be from a prominent family, or you had to live in a particular part of the world. All of these constraints. We don't have that anymore. Anything that you want to know, you can Google it, baby. And the second largest search engine in the world is YouTube. If you don't feel like reading and you want to see it and you want to hear it, you want to use some of your other senses, you go to YouTube and put it in. And when you put it in YouTube, somebody done made a video. Somebody's going to tell you step by step by step by step by step. And then we got all of these amazing creative beings out here that got all of these skills and talents, that are teaching classes, that are living in their purpose, that are walking on the planet. These ancient beings who have come back to a time such as now and living out their divine purpose, no matter how small, no matter how big, that you can go to their Instagram, you can go to their YouTube, you can go to their TikTok, you can go to their, what's the other one? Snapchat. You can go to their YouTube channel, and all you got to do is just click, and you have literally left your world and you went to someone else's. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I want to awaken you to your power and awakening you to know your magic, to understanding that every answer, every question you can think of, every question you can think of, every thought that you can think, you have the answer inside of you. Teachers, those of you who hold knowledge at different states of being and different frequencies and timeline, even when I give you the answer, even if someone tells you what to do, you have the power to accept, reject that answer. It's still you. It's still you. It's still you. Everything on Planet Remix is to empower you to know that you don't have to fall subjective. I don't give a damn if I'm telling you it. You don't have to listen to nobody but yourself. Nobody can't make you, force you to do anything. This is why I went so hard on this. We must save our ancestors. And I know a lot of people still don't like when I say that. It rubs them the wrong way, and I'm going to politely ask you that you might want to exit stage right if you don't want to hear me talk about this. Because there's no way that you're going to tell me, at least at this part in my journey, that if we agree that all is one and we come from a divine source, call it God, call it the universe, call it Buddha, call it Allah, I call it your higher self, call it your soul, call it whatever, another dimension, another realm, another place, whatever you want to call it. And I am going to leave this physical body and return to the divine source. And somehow, you who can't figure out how to get from damn A to damn B need to save me. Or you who can't figure out how to pay your bills, take care of yourself, have healthy relationship, take care of your body, needs to burn money for me, and I don't have this person in the spirit. They don't even have a physical body. How does that make sense? But I understand why this was a heavy practice at one time, because we were so ingrained in our ego, and man truly believed that the mind was all, and that literally they were the ones dominating the earth, controlling the planet, controlling everything that happened. Even when you died, you were not free from the foes of man's power living on earth. We've got to grow up. Your grandmother and your grandfather, when they return to the source, your loved ones, the ones who have passed on, they got a Google. They got a Google that would make Google look like child's play. They have access to the Akashic records, and anything that they want to know, anything that they need, they got. They got. Now, I will tell you this. It doesn't mean that they are not looking at you going, I'm kind of proud of my grandson or my granddaughter for taking a different spiritual path. And this is showing me something that I did not understand while I was on earth. But understand, by no stretch of the imagination, you don't need to free them or save them. Very few souls are stuck in the earth plane. And I say this because I've been getting several emails about a particular person being stuck and people telling me that they're doing rituals and stuff to help them to cross over. Stop it. Stop it. At least stop it with me. Stop it. They are not having a hard time crossing over at all. Absolutely not. Maybe less than 3%. And I'm talking about on the planet who pass away have a hard time crossing over. And that's not even called a hard time. That's called a choice that they want to hang out on planet Earth. But your grandmother ain't chasing your ass down the block. She's not trying to kill you, even though you did some stuff that if she was in the physical, she probably would want to do a little something to you. But that's not going on. Your time, if you want to heal your lineage, because there is such a thing as people say, I feel like my family lineage, I'm breaking, curses in my bloodline, curses, and, these words that we like to use. There is such a thing as that. And how you do that is by developing and elevating your consciousness. The thing that needs to be broken is you need to stop subscribing to things that don't serve you. That's how you switch. That's how you fix that bloodline. If you want to contribute to the bloodline, if you want to elevate your bloodline, then you elevate your consciousness. Because remember, the things that you are unconscious of, your power, is where you do the most damage. the most damage. So we have holiday season. This thing about the veil being thin, stick your hand out, wiggle your fingers, stomp your feet. That's how close the spirit world is to you, baby girl, baby boy. It's looking you right in your face. Looking you right in your face. It's right there. If you lean too far forward, you have entered into the spirit realm. So yes, they will come back, but remember, when the ancestors do come back, they have a message for you. They're not coming back to tell you your ass look cute today. They're not coming back to tell you that. You don't need that. We have to be open to knowing ourselves better. I don't want you to just know yourself when you're up. You know that song, "'Cause I'm up right now"? No, don't just know yourself when you're up. You got to know yourself when you down. You can't be clueless. You can't say you sad and don't know why you sad. Get curious about that. Start asking your higher self questions. Start digging a little deep. These are your powers. This is your magic. Ask yourself them questions. Start getting nosy, like you in everybody else's damn business, trying to figure out what they got going. Get that nosy about yourself. While you strolling through other people's timelines and trying to match this up with that, and get nosy in your own life and figure out, why am I supposed to be here, but I'm here and I can't seem to get here. This is a conversation I had with myself years ago. Get that curious about you. You can ask somebody a question right now, and guess what? They got all the answers about somebody else's life. You ask them something about, I don't know. I can't, nothing. Huh? We talking about you. How you know nothing about you, but everything about everybody else. Now, before you get your panties and your boxes in a bind, I'm talking to me. Because that's the conversation I had with myself, and I still remind myself of that conversation. It brings me back home real quick. It's real grounding when you think about it. There's no way I'm saying I don't know to me, but I'm researching and I'm looking and I'm checking and I'm doing this and I'm studying and I'm doing this for someone else? Huh? No. We got to grow up. You are powerful. You have magic. You have all the magic inside of you. And there is absolutely nothing you can't achieve. That's in you to achieve. It can't be in somebody else and you are sort of window shopping. It has to be in you. And it takes a little bit of work sometimes to uncover what's in you. You got to try different things. You got to do different things. You got to kind of come outside of your comfort zone. You got to explore and become a little curious, and you have to be willing to not be good at shit. You got to be willing to say it's okay if I do this and none of it works out. But what you won't say is that I didn't give it all I had at the time. And day by day and step by step, that little bit of inspiration, that little bit of spark is going to give you enough self-awareness that the next time you're going to know, ooh, I really want to do this. I really want to try this. I really want to do this. And it didn't work, but maybe I just need to learn a little bit more. I need to keep practicing a little bit more. I need to practice at this a little bit more. I'm not going to jump in on day one and do it like I've been doing this work, you guys, for over 20 years. Some of you have babies that I told you were having babies, and now them babies is getting ready to graduate high school and about to go to college. And I'm not saying you got to be like me. Maybe you do get it all at once, but if you do get it all at once, listen, green light means go. Do it. Stop waiting around. Stop second guessing. Stop hemming and hawing. Stop trying to get likes and stop trying to do this. Do it. Do it while you can. Do it while you're healthy. Do it while you got your mind. Do it while you're balanced. Do it while you're inspired to do it. Do it while the moment is there. Seize the moment. Seize the moment. Don't wait for the tragedy. Don't wait for somebody in the family that you love and you got to take all your money you've been saving and give it to them. Don't wait for that. Don't wait for 50 people to give you damn confirmation on what you already knew. That's confirmation. Okay. So what you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There are people, and I have said this on the show before, they can't get to where they are. And as much as we want to separate ourselves, and we do have our own specialty, and everyone is unique, and nobody is here for other people, but for those of us who are called, I don't care if that calling is your children, your family, your mate that you're going to have with you, or if it is something on a bigger scale, they can't get to where they are because you ain't got to where you are. So if you really need that extra, know that there is people waiting for you to come online with you so they can get what you have to offer. They can get what you have to share so that they can take it and it will give them what they need to go do what they have to do. And I would love to feel and know that this is what Planet Remix is for you guys. So that you can take this, you can do the internal work, you can do the alchemy, and you guys are doing that. And you're literally changing the world. Just remember, the world you change is your own. Nobody is here to save anybody. We are all powerful, just as powerful as I see myself to be. You are that powerful too. And you have a specialty, and it's not my specialty. You are not here to save me, and I'm not here to save you. Can we help each other? Absolutely. Can we assist each other? Absolutely. Can we learn from each other? Absolutely. But remember, everyone's a free agent. So if you're sitting in a place, and I don't care where that place is, it don't feel good. It don't feel right. It is not nurturing you. It is not cultivating you, and you're not able to give back because it's not a one-way street. Go find you another tribe. It's 8 billion people and counting on the planet. I also know that it's more than 8 billion people. There are some tribes of people on this planet that we have not discovered yet. And I guarantee you, between now and maybe the next couple of years, they are going to find groups of people living at places on the planet that they never knew people exist. They're not counted. These indigenous tribes that are all over this planet, they do not have social security numbers. They do not have passports. They do not integrate themselves into the mass of society. It doesn't mean because the Census Bureau don't count them that they don't exist. Just think about that. Just think about that. There's so many people on the planet. So many people on the planet. And why we haven't even been able to catch up with ourselves. We haven't been able to catch up with ourselves from ancient lies. We have not outdone ourselves with our knowledge and information in ancient, because we're like ants. Everybody want to do what everybody doing, and we got to get back to original thought, and that's where we're moving. So if you're feeling pain, if you're feeling sort of kind of disappointed with yourself in some kind of way, if you feel like, I know it's something else I need to be doing, or why am I supposed to be here, but I'm not getting here. Just take a moment in silence, sit with yourself and ask those questions. You are one question away from your greatness, from your divine greatness. One question away. That one question can open up a whole new dimension to you. That's why doing things like art and things creative, we start to channel and open up that right hemisphere of our brain. And it brings an original thought to the planet. It brings an original blueprint begins to unfold. There's only so many ways that we can unlock that higher essence of our creativity. And that creativity is the only thing that's going to change this world. It's not going to come from how we think it's going to come. It's going to come from those creative sparks. And that creative spark is going to activate that second Kundalini snake, because we have two of them. And one of those Kundalini snakes is not moving because you read books and books and books and take classes and classes and classes and can recite information and meditate and do. It's not moving based on that. It takes real internal alchemy for that second snake on the caduceus to rise up, because that one is based on your divine blueprint. And when those two come together, that's when you will tap into that energy, and it will unlock the keys of the universe to you. Not so you can become dominant and become in your ego and feel as though you don't need anybody. That is the most foolish and reckless position that anyone can take on the planet. You can't even die by yourself. You need assistance with that. But this is about you understanding and being able to create and being able to be of service, and also being able to continue to grow and evolve while contributing to the universal citizens and the planet while you're here. But most of us can't get there because we have allowed distractions of any kind Some people can't sit still for 10 minutes with themselves. And we have become attention whores. So the moment we don't get the attention we want, we start to crumble and we start to act out like bratty little kids. And we become unconscious. We become self-destructive, tearing down our own lives and our own world and our own relationships. When all we need to do is learn how to have the self-awareness, to love ourselves, to know our power, because in that knowing, there comes an awakening, it comes an awareness, and that awareness brings on a realization. And then your powers will start to awake. And then you can become truly empowered. Not just so you can tell somebody to kiss your ass, but so you can do some real things that feed your soul and your spirit, that will keep you out of those very dark places that you are fighting so hard to stay out of. So, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Well, it's not a soapbox, actually. It's a crystal box, but I'm going to get off of there. But I wanted to archive that for us this weekend. And oh, yes, again, no panties, no boxers in a bind. Ms.Blue is talking to herself. I just thank you all for listening because, and I mean this seriously, when I am here and when I am teaching, I am the student. I am the student. I recognize that I do teach and I love teaching. It's one of the things that I absolutely love doing. This is why I was in the role as a corporate trainer for many, many years, because I love helping people discover how powerful they are, how great they are. There is something about assisting someone so that they can take the information and the knowledge they learn, and it empowers them to a different level of their own self-awareness. Yeah. All right. And once again, I apologize. Next week, I won't click that button because I didn't know I never seen that message on the YouTube channel that asked that. I thought they was talking about after the show. I didn't know that it was during the show. So see, we're all growing up on planet Earth, like I've been saying for now over 19 years. We're all growing up on Planet Remix. We're all growing up on Planet Remix. So we're going to get ready to go to the phone lines. I see so many of you on the phone lines. I'm excited to speak with you. Also, I want to give a big shout out. So many of you purchase Air Alchemy. Matter of fact, you know what? You guys, so many of you have purchased the Air Alchemy. I want to say thank you to all of you. Some of you went back and you finally had a chance to get all of the elements. I definitely want to encourage you to do that. Please, please, please. It would mean so much to me if you do go back, leave a 5-star review on the elements that you did get, and let me know. It would mean so much to me, and it would help others out, especially those of you. I know you guys have been, the what? Hold on a second, y'all. What they say? I love you, GoDaddy. Mm, I like that, GoDaddy. Okay, shouts out to y'all for marketing. Okay. So anyway, sorry, email. Got a little distracted there, but yeah, so I want to say thank you. So many things, so many of you have also gotten the Akashic files from the Premier files. You've gotten the Akashic records from the Premier files. Please go back. Leave a message there. That is one of the ways that you can actually support. You can support the platform. You can support the work. And speaking of which, I also wanted to let you guys know. I told you the 2 books. Somebody wanted me to give out books. Hold on. Ooh, I don't know what I did with it. The 2 books, I have them listed in my IG story on the Remix radio page. The Sisterhood Witch has a book out called Blood, Sex, and Magic. It is so good. Listen, definitely want to go support that sister. I put the link and everything in the show notes. I mentioned it before, I think when the book was in pre-order, but now it's available to definitely go get that book. And if you do get it and you decide to put it on social media, please let her know you heard Bree. Let Bree know you heard about it on Planet Remix. I really want her to know to support her. We have to, and you all are so good about this. Make sure that we're supporting the people who are moving the needle and doing the work on Planet Remix, and supporting those of us, and so we can get to see more of the work on a larger scale uh of what we want to see more of in the world, more of in the world. And so I definitely want you all to definitely go and support. She's a beautiful sister. She's been doing her work in many different ways for a while, and leaps and bounds, doing some beautiful, powerful things. And the book is beautiful. It's one thing to get a book and it has beautiful information, but it's just creatively, and she's a creative. She's a powerful creative. So to see the creativity as well. Yeah, so definitely you want to check that out. And also the other book is, I'm gonna have to get them fairies because I just brought them books in here and I don't see them. The other I'm gonna get the fairies. I'm gonna blame it on the fairies tonight. The other book is by Norman D. Ellis, which she wrote this book before. And this is a revise, but it's not really a revise. I don't think so, but it's another edition. Okay, so family, you guys. There it is. It's Awakening Osiris. And Awakening Osiris by Norman D. Ellis. And this is her depiction. The other book she did with Dr. John Houston, and I actually have the cassette tapes of that, of Awakening Osiris. But it's her interpretation of the Book of the Dead, or the Book of Coming Forth by Day. But this one is Norman D. Ellis. She has a poetry like essence, and her writing, I really, really love it. And I love her interpretation of the Book of the Dead. I actually had a conversation with her. I wonder if she remembered that. I told that story when we had that conversation way back when. But she's an amazing creative and writer, and she's really rooted into a lot of the studies in ancient Kemet and Egypt, and she has tons of books that she has wrote on, Egypt. But those are the 2 books that currently right now are on my nightstand. So I'm just letting you all know. Definitely check them out. I think it's something that you'll be interested in reading. And if you are a collector of books, which I as much as I don't want to call myself that, I really am. they're good books you want to have because it has some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful um, stories in there. And what I like about Norman D. Ellis in Awakening Osiris is it's not many interpretations of the Book of the Dead that was done from the voice of the feminine. And it gave me a different understanding, and some things it allowed me to merge together after reading several different versions of the Proto-Heru, um, merging them together and then being able to read it out of the voice and out of the inspiration being channeled by a feminine voice. It gave a different layer to it. And actually, it was a brother who actually told me I should read it for that particular reason. It was Siba Haru, who was the one who told me, after I read the Book of the Dead, to go and read this version of it. So I will have those two versions of those together. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for the super chat donation, Hamda. Why do I know that name? Why does that sound familiar? Appreciate us allowing listening hearts here. Oh, well, thank you. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I just seen that name somewhere today. I'm trying to remember where. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 But thank you. Thank you. That means so much. All right. So I'm going to go to the phone lines. I think I've covered just about everything. If you all are interested in getting something from the digital store, I'm sure one of the moderators will definitely put that in. They'll put that in the show notes. They'll put that in the show notes. Or put it in the chat for me so you can click on that and then we'll put it up there. But let's get ready to go to the phone lines because I am ready to talk to you guys. I am going to jump around. I'm going to let Spirit pick. Let me get a pen. Otherwise, I won't remember who I called on and who I didn't. But let's go. Let's go to the caller calling in from area code 6109. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are. Hello. Greetings. Who's on the line?
It's Kinetic Killer.
It's who is it?
It's Kinetic Killer.
Oh, hey, Kinetic Killer.
Hello.
How are you? You want to tell everybody where you're calling from?
Yes, Philly.
Okay, thank you. You're calling in from Philly. Every time, every time I think about Philly, anytime I hit Philly, I gotta play Meek Mills. I'm sorry.
So hold on, wait a minute.
That's it. Soon as I see the sign and it says a welcome to Philadelphia, I'm like, where my Meek at? I gotta put Meek on. So how are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually doing well. I, took your suggestions and, it was already confirmation and went out and, I'm on YouTube and I made TikTok and I'm putting myself out there, my psychic self.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.